Hey folks, it's time for the Round 13 recap. It all started on Thursday night when Port Adelaide took on the Cats at Adelaide Oval, and Port Adelaide losing 91 to 112. It's a strong win on the road for the Cats. Well done to them. On Friday we had the Swans up against the Hawks, and the Swans losing at the SCG 51 to 89. Going into this game, the Hawks were definitely the underdogs. They surprised me and I'm sure many others. So well done to the Hawks. They just dig deep and, put on a great show. You played your hearts out. Jai Newcomb on debut, he was sensational. He had a lot of tackles. He was brilliant. Always around the footy, went hard in for it, and the Hawks get the win on the road, so well done to them. On Saturday, we had the Dockers up against the Suns, 76 to 49 the final scores. The Dockers get the job done without Nathan Fyfe. Great win for them at home. Then we had the Saints up against the Crows at AFL Stadium in Cairns. The Saints losing 60 to 66. What a comeback from the Adelaide Crows. They were down by 36 points during the game. They kicked the last 7 goals of the match, and it was a great fight back. They dug deep. They had hope. And, they certainly deserved it because 36 points down. And they just kept on fighting, kept on going to that final siren, and it paid off in the end with the win. On Sunday, we had the Roos up against the Giants. And if you saw my quick match recap on my Instagram and Facebook, you would have heard that the Roos and Giants drew 94 to 94 up in Hobart at Blundstone Arena. First draw of the season. And, the Roos, they were leading by 28 points at three-quarter time. I thought they might have had a chance in winning it. But the Giants, what a fight back by them. Josh Kelly stood out to me. One behind, 2 goals, 39 disposals. Daniel Lloyd was 15 seconds to go. He missed, went out on the full, and then Adam Kennedy for the Giants had a 60-metre barrel after the siren, fell short. That was the game. What a complete arm wrestle from these two sides. The points are shared in the end. At least both sides can get something out of the game, so that was good to see. Then we had the Eagles up against the Tigers. The Eagles win at home 85 to 81. What a game of football. Josh Kennedy kicks the winner for the Eagles. He turns to the crowd. The crowd's loving it. He's loving it. The Eagles are loving it. What a win by them. Kennedy, that snap around the body, you made it look so easy. It was perfection. So well done to you. Great job to the Eagles. And, you just look at the Richmond Tigers as a team and you think, well, they've had a few, losses, tight losses, and they've had a few wins which have just hung on to. Going into finals, hopefully they have the depth, but I'm not sure. I reckon they could slip out. I just think they could. I think there are other sides which can give them a definite run for their money. You've seen it, on the weekend with the Eagles. You've seen it with the Demons. And there's a few other sides who can really tear the Tigers apart and just have that little bit more depth we've seen this season. So the Tigers really got to pick up their game. On Monday, to finish off round 13, what a way to do it, with the Big Free 7. Excuse me, a bit tongue-tied. It was an emotional day. The Big Free 7. I just love the day in general. Neale, you're an absolute legend, an absolute inspiration to many, not only in Australia, but around the world. Seeing your heartfelt story. He's been fighting motor neurone disease for a very long time. He keeps fighting. And, you got to love the slogan, folks. Play on. These beanies have come, a long way over the years. 7 years ago, Beck, Neale's daughter, said to him, Dad, what if we raise money by creating beanies, Big Freeze beanies? And Neale said, nah, that's stupid, but look how far they've come, and they've created so much awareness for this disease and raised so much money to research for motor neurone disease. And, it's just $20, but every dollar counts, guys. You can still donate. I know the Big Freeze over, but you can still donate at fightmnd.org.au. It's a brilliant cause. Seeing those sliders, it was wonderful to see. It was a bit of fun. Neale had a big grin on his face. A couple of my favourite sliders were Billy Brownless in those VB budgie smugglers. Gil McLaughlin in the meatloaf costume, that was hilarious, and the formal apology. Sarah Jones as Mary Poppins was a good one. And the Wizard, mate, you can't stop him from a beloved Demons player. And, took off the cape or the hood, kept the beard on, the wand. And, you got to love the Wizard, mate. He was the gun, man, going down that slide. Legend. Neale, just looking at just the beanies as one item of raising awareness for this fight against MND. I not only see them in Victoria at the games, but we've seen them around Australia. South Australia, Sydney, at AFL Stadium. They've been everywhere, and it's great to see that this awareness is spreading around Australia, but also to other parts of the world, because we need to fight the beast. And Neale, you keep fighting, mate, and I can't wait till Big Freeze 8 next season. Can't wait for it, and I can't wait to see your big grin, seeing those sliders going down again. Now, speaking about the game, the D's versus the Pies at the SCG, 63-80 were the final scores. The D's lose by 17, and the Pies win it for Nathan Buckley. Obviously, his last game as head coach for the Pies. Bucks, you've been a die-hard Collingwood player, fan, and coach. You've always been there for the club. You've been a leader. Just seeing your dedication and commitment to the club has been phenomenal. Now it's time for the family. Enjoy the time with them, and I know you'll still have a place for the Collingwood Football Club. I know you'll be cheering from the sidelines, the stands, or on your couch at home, because, mate, just seeing your journey with the Collingwood Football Club from a young player to, head coach, it's been a great journey, and your leadership has been phenomenal. So well done to you. All the best in the future. Guys, you know what time it is. It's time for Isaac's GMP of the round. My goal of the round goes to Riley Thilthorpe from the Adelaide Crows. The kick over the head was sensational. It was the winner. Riley finished with 3 goals, 16 disposals. Just going back to that kick over the head to win the game for your team, that was brilliant. Riley's a big boy. He's a tall bloke. And just to fling your leg up, kick that ball, get a little shepherd from your teammates, and the lucky bounce in. Brilliant from you. A minute earlier in the game, you had a missed shot, but luckily you redeemed yourself and won it for your team. That was great to see. My mark of the round goes to a rude boy, Lockie Young. Nice strong grab on one of the Giants players. Just, a little specky. It was nice, little hanger, bit of hang time, good grip on the ball, and a nice huge grab, because it was tight in that game, and we were in front by about 5 points, I think. But obviously we drew in the end. But it's good to see Lockie take a nice mark like that. My player of the round goes to Scott Pendlebury from the Pies. How could you go past him? He won the Neale Danaher Trophy. 5 clearances, 3 tackles, 3 inside 50s, 275 metres gained, 31 disposals and the 1 goal. Scott, your awareness, your leadership around the football, I continue to say this throughout the years, it's phenomenal to watch. It's brilliant. And in this game, you've done a lot of things for Bucks in the past. You've been an absolute leader. You've been his right-hand man. And, you've played a huge part in Nathan Buckley's journey as coach. You're his leader on the field. And you certainly put on a show for him in this game, and you certainly put on a show for the Pies fans. It was great to see you guys get a win, and you send Bucks off in style on a high. So well done to you, Pies. And like I said, Bucks, all the best in the future. It's been one hell of a journey, and it's great to see the boys got the win for you in your last game. Folks, an injury update is next. Getting into the injuries now, let's start off with Port Adelaide. Todd Marshall will miss the usual week or two due to concussion. Sam Mays has neck soreness, so he'll get assessed for that. And Trent Burgoyne has a bit of hamstring tightness, so he'll also get assessed for that one. The Swans have Will Hayward with concussion. He'll miss the usual week or two. And Sam Wicks has been handed a 1-match ban due to a high bump on Will Day, a bit of an altercation there. So I think that's the right call by the MRO. The Hawks, they had Mitch Lewis out due to concussion. His period on the sideline is to be confirmed. Ned Reeves was also out due to an ankle injury. He'll undergo a fitness test. Harry Morrison has a bit of a hamstring injury. His period on the sideline is to be confirmed. And James Worpel has been handed a one-match ban after a bit of an incident with Swan Harry Cunningham. So he'll miss round 15, unfortunately, James. The Dockers will have Stephen Hill out for a bit of time, I'd say. It's still to be confirmed by the club. Just a bit of a hamstring setback. So unfortunately, Stephen be on the sidelines for a couple of weeks or so, I'd say. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery. The Saints, Hunter Clark has broken his jaw. He'll have surgery on that. He'll miss 8 weeks. So that's a big blow for the Saints. Max King has a bit of a back injury. He'll undergo a fitness test. The Giants expect Harry Perryman fit for round 14 against the Blues. Obviously, he had a bit of that, a niggle on his hamstring, so hopefully that's all, and he's ready to go for round 14. The Eagles had Jack Petrocelli out due to a hamstring injury. He'll undergo a fitness test. Brendan Archie had a calf injury. He'll undergo a fitness test. And then we move off to the Pies. It's unfortunate news for the Collingwood Football Club. After a great win up against the Premiership favourites in the Demons, Darcy Moore has done his PCL, and it's most likely that it's season over for Darcy. It's unfortunate because he plays a huge part in that Collingwood team, and mainly in that defence line, with the spoils, with the intercept or contested marks. He's always around the footy. He's a strong player, and it's really sad to see him out. So that's Jeremy Howe and Moore out on the sidelines. 2 huge defenders for the Pies there. Nathan Murphy, another big boy for the Pies, out. He'll undergo a fitness test. He's got a corked leg. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Whether he does miss the usual week or 2, we'll have to wait and see how quick he recovers. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, like I said, because the Pies, after coming off that win, Darcy Moore, you want him in the team to back up that win up against the D's, to get back-to-back wins. It's unfortunate. They've got the bye to regather, to rethink, and hopefully they find a great fit-in for Darcy there. Round 14 starts on Friday, the 18th of June at 7:50pm. The Cats up against the Dogs, 3rd versus 2nd. It's going to be a huge clash. It's at GMHBA Stadium, so we're back in Geelong. Now, currently, the government have capped the crowd at 7,000, so it's great to see we still get a crowd no matter what number. Like I said, it's going to be a great clash. The buys for round 14, the Crows, Swans, Pies, Tigers, Demons, Saints, Dockers and Eagles all have the week off. And to the rest of the teams who are playing, all the best to them. For this game, the Cats versus Dogs, you really are looking forward to the midfields going at it. You've got players like Marcus Bontempelli, Jack McRae, and then you look at the Cats, Cam Guthrie. And then, you've also got Mitch Duncan, but you've also got forwards like Jeremy Cameron, Aaron Norton, and there's a couple others. They're 2 strong teams in the competition, and it's going to be a huge clash. Gotta love footy. Right, guys, if you like that recap and you want to see more of my content, remember to hit that thumbs up, like, comment, and hit that red button down there that says subscribe. Much appreciated. For more content, follow me on my Facebook page and also my Instagram page.